You're welcomed to our channel Career Series. Hello and welcome. We're so glad you're here. Let's get started on this exciting journey together. So, you did it. You survived. You made it through years of early mornings uniforms that never quite fit right, and teachers who somehow knew you were passing notes even with their backs turned. You finished high school. Take a moment, breathe it in. This feeling right here, this mix of relief, excitement, and maybe a little bit of terror, this is the starting line. It's like standing at a massive bus station in the heart of Lagos or Nairobi with buses going in 100 different directions, and you have to pick one. Everyone's got an opinion, right? Your uncle says one thing, your auntie another, your parents have a detailed 10-year plan, and your best friend is just trying to figure out where to get the best data plan. It's a lot. I get it. The world suddenly feels huge, and your place in it feels like a question mark the size of Table Mountain. They tell you the future is in your hands, which sounds great until you look at your hands and think, these hands that can't even fold a fitted sheet, these hands are supposed to hold the future. But here's a little secret nobody tells you. Nobody has it all figured out. Not then, not now, not ever. Life is less like a straight road and more like a dance, a beautiful, clumsy, and sometimes hilarious dance. Think of this moment not as a final exam, but as the opening scene of your own personal movie. You are the director, the writer, and the star. The script isn't finished. You get to write it day by day, scene by scene. The world outside your school gates is a continent buzzing with energy, innovation, and opportunity. From the tech hubs of Kigali to the fashion houses of Accra, from the farms of the Rift Valley to the film sets of Nollywood, Africans are building, creating, and redefining what's possible. Your generation, my friend, is stepping onto this stage at the most exciting time. You have more tools, more connections, and more power to shape your world than any generation before you. So let's talk about some of the main roads leading out of this station. We're going to look at a few of the big ones. The path of higher education, the path of the skilled artisan, and the path of the entrepreneur. These aren't the only paths, not by a long shot, but they are powerful starting points. All right, let's talk about the classic, the one your parents have probably been dreaming about since you were born: university, the path of the scholar, lecture halls, libraries that smell like old paper and big ideas, and late night study sessions fueled by coffee and sheer willpower. For many, a university degree is seen as the golden ticket. It can open doors to professions like medicine, law, engineering, academia. It's a place to dive deep, challenge your thinking, and meet people from all walks of life. The benefits are clear. A degree gives a strong theoretical foundation, a network of contacts, a credential respected globally. Think of Wangari Maathai. Her education helped build the Greenbelt movement. Higher education equips you with critical thinking, how to think, not just what to think. It's intellectual armor. But let's be real, this path isn't easy. It's expensive. Applying for scholarships can feel like a full-time job. Packed lecture halls, limited resources, constant pressure to perform. Graduating and facing a tough job market. The challenge: be resilient and resourceful. Look at Inoluwa Aboyeji. He used university as a launchpad for Andela and Flutterwave. Now, let's switch gears. For a long time, people acted like if you didn't go to university, you were somehow taking a detour. But let me tell you, that's an old, dusty way of thinking. Welcome to the path of the builder, TVT. This is for the doers, the makers, people who love to work with their hands. We're talking about becoming a skilled electrician who can light up a village, a master carpenter, a talented coder, or a chef who turns local ingredients into art. These skills are the engine of any economy. The world is screaming for people with practical skills. When your power goes out, you don't call a philosopher. When your car breaks down, you don't need a historian. You call a technician, a mechanic, someone who knows how to fix things, who is building the houses, who is installing the solar panels, who is maintaining the infrastructure. People with technical skills. This path often gets you into the workforce faster, can be more affordable, and you learn by doing. Day one, building confidence and expertise with every project. Take the story of Best Eye Your Worth. From a rural village in Uganda, she trained to become a welder. Her community was surprised. Welding was seen as a man's job, but she was brilliant. She started her own workshop fabricating doors, windows, energy-saving stoves. Today, she runs a successful business and trains other young women, empowering them with a skill that gives financial independence. She didn't just learn a trade, she became a leader, a business owner, a role model, proving a welding torch can be just as powerful as a pen. The opportunities are immense. Renewable energy, digital animation, modern agriculture, cosmetology, dinner. And now for the wild card. This is the path for the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the path of the visionary entrepreneurship. This is for those who look at the world and don't just see what is, but what could be. You see a problem and start brainstorming a solution. You have an idea that keeps you up at night, a passion project you work on when everyone else is asleep. Being an entrepreneur means you don't wait for a job, you create your own job, and maybe jobs for others too. It's one of the hardest, most unpredictable paths, but it can also be the most rewarding. Africa is a continent of entrepreneurs. It's in our DNA. We see it in bustling markets, in the woman who runs a small food stand to send her kids to school, in the young man who uses his motorbike to create a delivery service. Entrepreneurship isn't just about the next billion-dollar tech startup. It's about identifying a need and filling it. It could be starting a small tutoring service, designing clothes using local fabrics, developing a simple mobile app that helps farmers get market prices. It's about creativity, hustle, and belief in your own vision. Consider Kelvin Doe from Sierra Leone. Frustrated by power cuts, he scavenged parts, built batteries, a generator, even a community radio station. He called himself DJ Focus. So we've talked about the scholar, the builder, the visionary, three big impressive sounding paths, and it's easy to feel like you must pick one and stick with it forever. But here's the most important secret of all. The map is not the territory. These paths are not rigid highways. They're intersecting trails in a giant forest. You can start on one path and switch to another. You can combine them. Life is not a multiple choice question. You can be a university graduate who starts her own business. You can be a skilled artisan who goes back to school to learn management. Success is not a one-size-fits-all garment. Your definition of success is the only one that matters. For some, it's a corner office, a big title. For others, financial independence, supporting your family and community, master a craft you love, create art that moves people, build a small business known for quality, live a life of purpose, be happy, make a positive impact. Don't let anyone else define your success. Your career is not a sprint. It can be a marathon, an obstacle course, even a water slide. You will have different chapters in life. The choice at 18 is not a life sentence. It's a choice for your next chapter. You have permission to evolve, change your mind, learn new things, grow. You won't be the same person in 5 or 10 years, and that's growth. So here we are, back at the bus station. The buses are still there, engines rumbling, ready to go. The path of the scholar, the path of the builder, the path of the visionary, and countless other smaller paths winding off into the distance. It might still feel overwhelming, and That's okay. You don't need to have the entire journey mapped out. You just need to take the first step. That's it, just one. It could be researching a university course, visiting a local vocational center, or sketching out a business idea. The smallest action is infinitely more powerful than the grandest intention that you never act on. Remember that you are not alone on this journey. Look around you. You are part of a generation of 1.3 billion people on the most youthful continent on earth. That is your team. That is your power. Collaborate, support each other, celebrate each other's successes. Your greatest resource is not just your own talent, but the collective genius of your peers. Find your mentors, learn from their wisdom, and one day you will be the mentor for someone else, paying it forward. This is how we build a stronger future for all of us. Together, believe in yourself fiercely and unapologetically. You have survived and thrived in a world that is not always easy. You carry within you the resilience, the creativity, and the spirit of your ancestors and your communities. There will be challenges, there will be setbacks, there will be people who doubt you. Let that doubt be the fuel that drives you forward. Let your dreams be bigger than your fears. You are a son or daughter of Africa, a continent of kings and queens, innovators and storytellers, survivors and builders. That legacy flows through your veins. Own it. The future is not some distant, abstract thing that happens to you. It is something you create with every choice you make. The world is changing fast. Jobs today may disappear. New jobs will appear. The most important skill isn't just a degree or trade. It's the ability to learn, adapt, and reinvent yourself. Be curious, be a lifelong learner, whether in a lecture hall, in a workshop, or in your own startup. Keep learning. Read books, watch documentaries, talk to people different from you. Never lose your sense of wonder. Your ability to adapt will be your greatest strength on whatever path you choose. Every skill you learn, every risk you take, every dream you chase. Today, October 6th, 2025, is just one day, but it can be the day you decide. The day you choose a direction and take that first brave step. It doesn't have to be a giant leap. A small, determined step is all it takes to begin. Your story is waiting to be written. The pen is in your hand. Go write a bestseller. The world is watching, and we are all rooting for you. Now go get him. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring content. Thank you for watching.